we're going to take a look at the kits for Dark Beast, which is going to be a member of the Death Seed team, along with Psylocke and Magneto. They're going to get reworks, and this is going to be a part of the Horseman team, Death, Archangel, and then in patch 6.6, there's going to be another character that they have not announced. So this is going to be a mutant raid team, and the reworks for Psylocke, Magneto are pretty exciting, and the kit for Dark Beast does look interesting enough. But we won't be able to see the full picture until we get the kits for Archangel and the 5th member. Also in this video, we're going to talk about the War Dogs team, which we've already got the kit reveal for Black Panther 1 million BC in another video, and Nakia. But in this video, we're going to talk about the reworks for Black Panther, reworks for Shuri and Okoye, so that they can become a war offense team as well. Other thing I wanted to point out is that Iron Man Zombie is coming to the game, and he is going to be using a brand new mini unique, which is fortified chromium, or just unique rather. So I think it's important to save as many orbs as you can. In the meantime, Orange Elite Teal Gear orbs, so that way you can get a jump start on this augmented fortified chromium piece, and it is also going to be needed for orange and purple. Now, everything in this video is developer provided, so it's beta gameplay footage subject to change. I've not personally tested any of these teams, so I found that in Scopely, there's when it comes to like kits, there's the way that they wanted it to work, the way that it reads, and the way that it actually works sometimes are three very different things. And they did talk to us on a conference call, and they made some statements, and you know, I wasn't able to personally verify them, but I'll give you two statements real quickly that they suggested that Iron Man Zombie and Hela, along with new warriors like Cloak Dagger and Deathpool, should be able to take out Darkhold teams in war. And they also said the new War Dogs team, which is going to be Nakia and the two Black Panthers, Shuri and Okoye, should also be able to take out Darkhold teams in wars. But what power levels, how that works, how consistently can they punch up, I haven't been able to test it, so we're going to have to wait and see. They also said that the War Dogs team did not do well against Underworld, so we'll find this out. Now, let's get into the kits. And we're going to get right into it. Now, before we get into that, the kit, Dark Beast Mini Unique is experimental formula. And let's just do his traits: Villain, Global, Mutant, Controller, Death Seed. Now, his passive is very interesting because it says the following effects are negated if this character has ability block. Now, I wonder if he's stunned. A lot of characters also have all of these abilities negated when they're stunned. I wish they would have clarified that as well. While this character or any Death Seed ally has defense up, they gain 50% armor. In raids, while this character or any Death Seed ally has offense, they gain 50% damage. That's huge because then you stacks the offense up with the damage boost right here. Same thing is true with speed. In raids, while this character or any Death Seed ally has speed up, they gain 50% speed. Huge. Gain 25% chance to assist or attack abilities per Death Seed ally. On turn, flip one positive effect and a negative effect on non-summon enemy with the highest speed. And in raids, flip 3 positive effects instead and apply blind, and a 50% chance to blind that enemy. So that is very powerful. And the question came up is like, is there going to be a way of plugging him in with Astonishing in the meantime until we get this complete team? And they said they hadn't done any testing on that, but they were very confident that they would be an Apex raid team when the full 5 of the Death Seeds put together. I'm hopeful that we can get some relief in the meantime, maybe by just putting Dark Beast on, slotting him inside of the Astonishing X-Men, because the Mutant Raid, oh my God, Doom 3.4, the Mutant Lanes is the worst. Let's get to the ultimate. Volatile reaction, energy cost. In raids, flip 3 positive effects into negative effects on primary and adjacent targets. Apply ability block for 2 turns to the primary target. Apply primary and adjacent targets for 300% damage and bleed for 2 turns. And apply 2 counter to Death Seed allies. Now, this is kind of interesting. They're He has a cloning mechanic, which is awesome. But because he clones, I do think that means that probably you have to have higher yellow and red stars. Kind of like Mr. Sinister, it was important to have high red stars and yellow stars just for the clone. In raids, summon a clone of the primary target. This clone scales with Dark Beast stats instead of the primary target. Clone gains taunt for 1 turn and defense up for 2 turns. Apply defense up for 2 turns to self and all Death Seed allies. Call 2 random allies with the highest damage to attack the primary target. Revive a dead Death Seed ally with 50% max health. In raids, apply 2 regeneration to self, 2 turns to self and all Death Seed allies. Now, they said on the AI on this will not hold this ability if there's nobody to revive. It will go ahead and do the attack and the clone and not worry about the revive, which was an interesting thing. So we'll see how this plays out, because hopefully this isn't a team that can auto. Maybe, because if you're doing auto, you're going to be relying on the AI. Lastly, his basic attack primary target, adjacent targets for damage, and apply 2 bleed. While this character performs the counterattack or assist, apply 2 bleed, offense down for 2 turns, and heal block for 2 turns. So I'm thinking skirmisher on him, mostly because of this right here. Gain 25% chance to assist on attack abilities per Death Seed ally, and then maybe we could take advantage of the skirmisher striker combo, and we're gonna put skirmisher on Dark Beast would be my best guess. We're gonna come back to Shuri, Black Panther, and Okoye, but we're gonna start off right here with Magneto, and I'm pretty excited about this because probably be able to use Magneto in the meantime. On offense and war, right? Stat increases, health, damage, armor, focus, and resistance. Pretty meaningful. 50% health, damage 33%, focused 30%, resistance 50%. His basic attack now has a bonus for raids. If this character has 3 or more Death Seed allies, prolong all negative effects by 1 on each target. So that's new. And then his special, looks like they changed the order of removing positive effects. Looks like before it applied disrupted and slow, then it removed all positive effects. Looks like it's going to remove the positive effects and then apply disrupted and slow. And the reason why I think that matters is probably for immunity. In raids, apply ability block for 2 turns to the primary target. I'm just guessing on that. I'm not really sure. We'll have to see how it plays out. And then his passive basically is adding the Death Seed tag to wherever the Brotherhood was, which is fine. So that all works there. And then in raids, on spawn, if this character has 4 or more Death Seed allies, generate 5 ability energy for self. So that means that he will be able to pop off his ultimate pretty much every time that they go into raids, which is kind of nice. Fill speed bar for an additional 15% for self. Fill speed bar for 15% for all Death Seed allies. So starting off the raid with blinds from his ultimate and clumping everybody together is a good start. Don't you agree? All right, Psylocke. I'm surprised they didn't boost the speed on her. She's always been kind of slow. But anyways, she gets health, damage, armor, focus, and resist. Or maybe we just don't have access to it. Maybe they will be changing her speed and they just haven't told us. They've done that in the past as well. Her basic attack now will apply defense down for 2 turns. Her special now will apply bleed. And when it chains, apply to bleed for them as well. And then in raids, clear immunity before clearing the other positive effects. This attack gains a bunch of extra focus, 5,000% extra focus. Then her ultimate ability used to be 6/6. Now it is going to be 4/4. And then it says transfer 2 negative effects from each ally to primary target. Transfer all negative effects from self and each X-Men and Death Seed ally to primary target. Attack the primary target for 350% piercing damage and reduce speed bar for 25%. This attack cannot miss, so that is an improvement for sure. And then her passive, before it would give evade counter, now it'll also gain deflect, and then that'll also apply to the Death Seed. They're going to spawn with evade counter and deflect, so That is very nice because not only is it very likely that you're going to be applying blind with Magneto, you're also going to be spining with those three right there. When this character in ENEX, Canny, X-Men, or Destiny Data drops below 50%, or astonishing X-Men in raids, apparently, if it's on AI, right? I'm talking about you, a Psylocke inside of the bio raid. Node 2 does wonky things with Jubilee and Beast. All right. When this character apply, evade, and counter to them, and then gain 100% resistance against disrupted. All right. So that is all very interesting. And then we've already gone over the Hela rework that's been published already. But let's go up and look at the War Dogs. So the War Dogs is going to be a war offense team with the two new Wakandans that are coming out next patch. The patch should be live sometime this week. And they're going to be a war offense team, and it's going to be 1 million BC or 1 millimeter Black Panther, 1 mm anyways, and then Nakia. Now, they are modifying Shuri, Okoye, and Black Panther, and this should be a very good war offense team. They're already an amazing Cosmic Crucible team, so it's nice to have a lot of uses for this team. And I feel like this is an easy thing as well, because I think people already have Shuri and Black Panther and Okoye built up, so that's not going to be a tremendous resource burden. Kind of like Underworld. I mean, Underworld was just like, oh, I got to upgrade not only Mr. Negative, but the 4 other members. They were so weak, and I think a lot of people skipped that because they didn't want to take the time to, or waste all the resources, not even the time. But this team right here, I feel like most people already have Shuri upgraded. So this is has my attention for sure. And they suggested that this War Dogs team would be good on offense and be able to take out Darkhold. That remains to be seen, but I am cautiously optimistic. So she gains the War Dog trait. Her special ability now on war offense, apply 1 charge up to maximum 10 to self and all War Dog allies. So that is on her special, which she does very early. Her ultimate on war offense, if this character has 4 or more charge, clear heal block, and 3 random negative effects on self in each War Dog ally. So that will be a better cleanser. Black Panther will get the War Dog trait as well. And his ultimate ability, it says in Crucible, now it'll say or war offense. So if you've mastered his war offense difference inside of Crucible, now he will carry that over into war offense. If this character has 4 more charge, fill speed bar by 30% for self and all Wakandan allies. Wakandans are very fast, very, very fast. And then on his passive, it says in Crucible or war offense, while charged, gain 15% damage and 50% drain for self and all Wakandan allies. So having charge on Black Panther is going to be very important. Okoye, same thing, gaining the War Dog tag. And then her special is basically she's going to be getting her Crucible abilities. In Crucible or war offense, reduce speed bar of all targets with immunity by 35%. Then we're going to go down to her ultimate ability, which is the same thing. In Crucible or war offense, clear revive once from the primary target. This clear cannot be resisted. If the character has 4 more charged, gain 3 ability energy. And then right here, it says this is specifically for war offense. On war offense, if this character has 3 or more War Dog allies, this attack cannot be blocked. Let's take a look at her passive. Same situation. In Crucible or War Offense, apply immunity to all Wakandan allies. In Crucible or War Offense, while charged, if this character has 4 or more Wakandan allies, lower damage by 15% for all enemies. Gain 20% speed for self and all Wakandan allies. Lower drain by 50% for all enemies. So, patch should be hitting, I don't know. Typically, patches are on Tuesdays. If not Tuesday, it'll be Wednesday. So, I'm not really expecting today because we didn't get an in-game notification or in-game pop-up. But I'm expecting maybe the patch will be tomorrow. We will have to see. Let me know what you think. Are you excited about these reworks? And as always, thanks for watching. Keep on gaming.